on the Legazpi City dengue monitoring. Broadcasting live from the Albay PIO News Center, providing you the most exclusive news update from all over the province. This is News at 12. News at 12. In the local scene, the Albay Provincial Health Office participated in the orientation training workshop on the Legazpi City Dengue Monitoring Center on August 19, 2026 at the Concourse Convention Center to strengthen dengue surveillance and monitoring. The training brought together health stakeholders to enhance early detection, monitoring, reporting, and response to dengue cases using the Legazpi City Dengue Monitoring Center. Representing the Albay PIO, Engineer William Sabater, sanitary engineer and consultant of the Provincial Health Office, shared updates on environmental sanitation and discussed the office's ongoing initiatives for dengue prevention and control. Sabater also highlighted office's ongoing collaboration with the Legazpi City Health Office to conduct information campaigns and community advocacy to increase public awareness and participation in the dengue prevention. OIC Provincial Health Officer Dr. Carl Hagel M. Ante expressed the office's support for Legazpi City's dengue monitoring initiative, emphasizing the importance of early detection, timely monitoring, accurate reporting, and prompt response to help prevent the spread of dengue. The Albay PIO continues to work with local health offices and communities to strengthen surveillance, environmental sanitation, health education, and other preventive measures against dengue and other vector-borne diseases. In other story, Albay's second tranche of the rice distribution project was implemented across thousands of households in the province from July to August this year. With funding support from the national government under the Local Government Support Fund, the provincial government of Albay implemented the program through the Provincial Social Welfare and Development Office. According to the PSWDO, the program covered the same cities and municipalities in Albay, benefiting a total of 69,191 households throughout the province. Beneficiaries previously identified and assessed by their local social welfare and development offices received 10 kilograms of rice each. The initiative continues the province's sustained efforts in partnership with the national government to provide direct assistance to marginalized communities. In other news, the Albay Provincial Health Office, through its Population Development PopDev Division, has inaugurated a family planning booth at the APSEMO building as part of the observance of Family Planning Month. This initiative aims to bring family planning information and services closer to the families of Albay by providing a conveniently accessible venue where individuals can acquire knowledge about family planning methods and make informed decisions tailored to their needs. The family planning booth supplies complementary planning or family planning commodities, including condoms, pills, and other available supplies. Through this initiative, the Albay PIO encourages individuals and couples to become better informed about responsible family planning and the various methods available to assist them in planning their families and securing their future. The activity underscores the significance of access to accurate information and appropriate family planning services in fostering the health and well-being of families within the province. The PHO PopDev Division cordially invites the public to visit the family planning booth to learn more about the available family planning methods and to seek guidance from health personnel. In the national scene, President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. is pushing for the development of locally manufactured electric vehicle, EVs, with the government targeting an all-Filipino electric tricycle as its initial output. Marcos visited automotive parts maker MD Juan Enterprises Incorporated in Caloocan City to assess its facilities and identify the equipment needed to begin local EV production. The company is a beneficiary of the Department of Science and Technology's e-mobility program and specializes in manufacturing metal parts and restoration kits for jeeps. The president said the government will help address gaps in the company's current capabilities to support the manufacturing of electric vehicles in the Philippines. Marcos said local EV production could reduce the country's dependence on imported fuel price, creating more sustainable livelihood opportunities for transport workers. He said the government also plans to eventually develop locally made electric jeepneys as part of its broader e-mobility and transport modernization efforts. In other story, the government is pushing tax and energy reforms to help reduce the financial burden on workers and ordinary consumers. Among the proposals is raising the personal income tax exemption to 350,000 pesos annually, which could save workers up to 17,500 pesos a year. The administration also wants to amend the Electric Power Industry Reform Act to prevent distribution utilities and electric cooperatives from passing system loss charges onto consumers. Another proposal, the Sariling Kuryente Act, seeks to make household solar and battery systems cheaper and easier to install. Finance Secretary Ralph Recto said the government will continue measures to keep food, fuel, electricity, and other basic necessities affordable while providing targeted assistance to vulnerable sectors. The executive branch is also working with Congress on the timely approval of the 2027 national budget and the acceleration of the major infrastructure projects. The government expects these projects to create jobs, boost local economies, lower logistics costs, and attract more investments. In other news, the Visayan power grid was placed under red alert on Tuesday as several major coal-fired power plants remained offline, reducing available electricity supply amid high demand. The National Grid Corporation of the Philippines, NGCP, said the red alert was in effect from 5 p.m. to 8 p.m., with yellow alerts before and after period. Grid capacity was expected at around 2,421 megawatts before the projected peak demand of 2,570 megawatt. The shortfall was mainly caused by the unavailability of 2 units of Therma Visayas Incorporated and 1 unit of KEPCO SPC Power Corporation. NGCP said 8 other power plants have also experienced forced outages this month, while 20 others have been offline since as early as 2021. 13 additional plants are operating below full capacity, resulting in an estimated 904.5 megawatt loss to the grid. The load alert has affected the Visayas grid for most of the week, prompting the Department of Energy to direct measures to improve power supply. Among the measures being considered is the installation of battery-powered facilities to help boost grid capacity. And in the news outside the country, 2-time world boxing champion Zulani Tate was shot dead outside his home in Imdanzain, South Africa, on Friday, according to the BBC. The 38-year-old former champion was in his car waiting for his gate to open when 2 armed suspects approached and fired multiple shots. A 27-year-old woman who was with Tete was also shot and remains in the hospital. The suspects fled the scene, prompting a major police investigation into the killing. Tete held the World Boxing Organization bantamweight title from 2017 to 2019 and the IBF Super Flyweight title in 2014. He also set a Guinness World Record in 2017 for the fastest knockout in a world title fight, stopping Sibunizo Gonya in just 11 seconds. Tete was preparing for a comeback fight after his 4-year doping ban ended in July 2026, his manager said. He finished his career with 29 wins in 34 fights, including 22 knockouts, 4 losses, and 1 no contest. Former opponent John Real Casimiro, who defeated Tete for the WBO bantamweight title in 2019, described him as a true warrior and champion. The World Boxing Organization also expressed condolences to Tete's family and the South African boxing community. In other story, 11 Japanese students from across Japan participated in a Filipino language speech contest organized by the Philippine Embassy in Tokyo to mark 70 years of Philippine-Japan diplomatic relations. The Buklod Wika contest was held on August 20 at the Azabu Civic Center and coincided with the Philippines' Buwan ng Wika celebration. Philippine Ambassador to Japan, Melin J. Garcia Albano, said the students' interest in learning Filipino reflects the strong people-to-people ties between the 2 countries. 4 junior high and high school students recited the poem Ang Wika Ko by national artist Virgilio S. Almario, while 7 university and graduate students delivered original speeches on Filipino language, culture, and Philippine-Japan relations. Anna Chukada, a 22-year-old student from Tokyo University of Foreign Studies, won first place in the university and graduate student division. Her speech highlighted the importance of learning Filipino despite the widespread use of English in the Philippines. And finally, in the news outside the country, with reference to the Philippines, the Armed Forces of the Philippines rejected China's claim that Manila had agreed to remove the BRP Sierra Madre from Ayungin Shoal, stating that no binding commitment was ever made. AFP West Philippine Sea spokesperson retired Rear Admiral Roy Vincent Trinidad said the Philippines will continue to maintain its presence at Ayungin Shoal and protect its sovereign rights. Trinidad also cited the 2016 arbitral ruling that recognized Ayungin Shoal as a low tide elevation within the Philippines' exclusive economic zone. The AFP said the BRP Sierra Madre, which was grounded at Ayungin Shoal in 1999, remains a lawful Philippine military outpost. The Department of National Defense welcomed the entry into force of the acquisition and cross-servicing agreement between the Philippines and Japan. The agreement will support military cooperation, including joint exercises, humanitarian assistance, and disaster response operation. And that's the news at 12, August 26, 2026. We'll be back tomorrow for more news updates. Thanks to our news writers LJ Lorejo and Ian Buitre. And on the technical side, Chad Bovis. And our Provincial Information Officer OIC Mari Gonzalez. And under the supervision of our Governor Noel E. Rusal, I am Greg Hallare. Thank you for subscribing. Albay in my heart.